Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Watchalong on the Mr. Arsenal podcast. It's the Europa League final, Sevilla versus Inter Milan. I do have a guest. He's on his way. He's running a bit late, so as soon as he enters backstage, he'll be put into the stream. Don't worry about that. The first of two European finals this weekend. Big up Harvey in the chat as well. And also well done yesterday as well on your results. So yeah, I'm just going to get the team news up before kick-off about 5 to 6 minutes away from kick-off. So yeah, we'll go for the teams. Loading up. Do bear with. Right, we've got Bono in goal for Sevilla. That's up and out, I don't know. Navas, Conde, Santos Silva, and Rodriguez in the back four with a midfield three of Jordan, Fernando, I'll pronounce it, and Banega. With Suso, De Jong, and Akapos. Can't pronounce his name, but yeah. Big up, Barry, basically, in the chat from Facebook, one of the Facebook streams I'm using tonight. Don't forget to share this about as well. And anyone from Italy or Spain, like supporting these teams, don't forget to pop up and say hi, basically. Give us your score prediction and who you think is going to be the star man for your team, basically. And yeah, Inter Milan's team had pretty much self-explanatory. I don't know if it's in goal, Godin, Bastoni, I can't pronounce the fucking name, but Stefan in the middle of the three. Load in. And then the five, because it's doing wing backs, Conte, Ambrosio, and Young at the wing backs, with the central of Bronovic, Gardini, and Barella, with a front two of Lukaku and Martinez. And that's the lineups. I personally think I've said early on, since they've brought this Europa League and Champions League back, especially the Europa League, it's Inter Milan's to lose, really, because they've got the calibre of players and they were the Champions League team at the beginning of the season. So, yeah. Score-wise for myself, I think 3-1 Inter, personally. Tightly contested and literally that as the game goes on, it gets obviously Sevilla then start pushing for the equaliser and they get done on the counter by Inter, obviously, and Lukaku will wrap it up. That'll be a massive 2 fingers to United then. Also, whilst we're waiting for the kickoff, don't forget to, when it comes to Facebook pages I'm using that tonight after my own Facebook page, Mr. Arsenal Podcast on Facebook. Go and like and follow that page. Also, go and like and follow Football Fan Zone, the page, and there's a group as well. Go and like and follow them. And also, with the Football Fan Zone page on Facebook, it's not just Arsenal content that gets put on there. It's us women's football, European football, other Premier League clubs as well, etc. It's football as a whole, like global. Whereas obviously my page would be more suited to Arsenal fans, and the occasional neutral as well. I'm not excluding. I'm not saying you can't go on my page or anything. Obviously. And obviously, while you're at it, also do subscribe to come and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this on Facebook, come over to YouTube if you can. Look for the Mr. Arsenal podcast and do subscribe. Leave a like and hit the notification bell as well while you're at it. because Sunday is going to be a huge stream, huge for the channel. Doing a Who Am I quiz. I'm on the quiz. I'm taking part in the quiz, but the channel regular is host. He's the quiz master. If you've been on the regular the channel before, you'll see who I'm on about. In recent Who Am I quizzes that we've done on this channel. And yeah, I'll be taking part along with lead judges of the same old Arsenal. Oh God, here we go. Has to be one, isn't it, Ash? Oh my days. I don't smoke either. Don't even start that one. I'm one of the good ones. Just spent the whole fucking day setting up other stuff for next season. But I was going to say, yeah, lead judges of the same old Arsenal podcast. I've obviously Mike McDonald, who's hosting it. Right, I think Tom from the Guna Talk. I think they're bloody hell. Danny from the Burkamp Wonderland. And I'm going to get his name up there once. I get my name up there, so I'm not fucking up here. Right, you just enjoy the championship for another season. My team might be going through some shit in the moment the last few years, but at least we haven't dropped into fucking that league. Jesus Christ. And we've got as bad as your owner, so. Oh, what was I looking? Right. Oh, Richard's back on there. He's taking part in the quiz as well. Kenny Ken can't make it. He's away on holiday. The co-host of the Talking Arse podcast. I'm just getting his name up when it loads up, for fuck's sake. Josh Yusuf. And Gabriel. Oh, don't get started on that fucking transfer crap. Bloody hell. It's doing my head in. The longer it's going on, that's doing my fucking nose in. From reliable sources, though, that people I know that have reliable sources say it's pretty much a done deal. It'd take an absolute catastrophe for it to fall apart. But again, this is Arsenal, so that could happen. Yeah. By the way, we kicked off in the match. So, Ashley, are you enjoying QPR and your beloved championship level football? Excuse me. Or has he ran off now? Tail between his legs. Uh-huh. Sevilla got a free kick. They're going to be sent off already, what, a minute in? Well, this ain't good for Inter Milan. This does not look good. What's going on here? Let's have a look. Ooh, the second goal. That's the one. The second one. Not intentional. Fuck off. Manuel's fuck all. The first one you can say we weren't intentional. Second one's intentional. He's got away with it, so to speak. Conceded a free kick, but no card given. Fucking McManaman. BT need to fucking sort this crap out. Here comes the pundits and fucking commentators. Fucking awful. And I've sworn now, so he's going to take YouTube 20 years to process this after I finish. this evening. Which somehow loses me viewers, surprisingly. By the time we actually do fucking put it through, guess what? People aren't interested in it anymore. They move on. Oh, oh, it's a penalty. He's given a penalty from one end to the other. In Sevilla, considered a penalty. A VAR, it personally, but yeah. Oh, Savage, shut up. Fucking hell. Oh, was currently there's a VAR. I'm assuming it's a VAR check. A penalty's been given into Milan. Lukaku's been taken down, but I don't know if they're checking for make sure it's a penalty or if it's going to be a red card. But the player that made the challenge is down injured, receiving treatment. Oh dear. Also another news in Arsenal-related news: Aubameyang. Even though the club do seem to be dragging their heels, that's going to be announced very soon as well. Very, very soon. Yeah, apparently just been given no red card anyway. He got a booking, but yeah. So we're 4 minutes in, about to go 1-0 Inter. Unless Lukaku bottles it. Oh, but keeper was unlucky there. 1-0 Inter. Lukaku has scored. Good penalty. But keeper went the right way. Just to hit it too fast for the keeper. Keeper didn't get down fast enough. Right. Do the update on the screen. Sam, mate, where are you? Bloody hell. I know you're on fucking Facebook. Not Facebook, Twitter. I did send a. Oh dear, sorry, not chatting. I'm just trying to get my gas to speed him up a bit. Because he missed one goal. Thing is, I'm trying to think now. Inter Milan definitely don't need to win this, really, in terms of the prize of being winner usually gets Champions League football, because they've got Champions League football anyway for the league, because they came second. So I can't remember Sevilla. I think Sevilla came fourth by a point. Oh no, goal difference, sorry, from third. Yeah, not bad at all, actually. As I said, up to that first couple of minutes, it was end to end, and then what a time to give away a penalty. But Savage went, well, it's definitely a red card. It's got to be a red. Got off. Twat. Coming from the person who made a living out of being even making dirtier fouls and going, it was a booking, ref. Idiot. Oh dear. In other news, Harry Maguire as well. What a prick. No, I think it was a yellow. At worst, it was a yellow, which was given. So that was it. End of. It was definitely not a red. It wasn't a red card challenge. There was genuine intent to get the ball, in my opinion. He just, by a split second, mistimed it. But yeah, of course, talking snaphead of Harry Maguire, going back to that. Fucking what an idiot. Fancy not only getting in a fight and causing bodily harm, you're then attacking um, the officers that are trying to calm things down and causing them more bodily harm. And then you try to bribe the idiots. Are you? Well, I say bribe the idiots. You're the biggest idiot because you're fucking trying to bribe them and thinking you'll get away with it. Because I'm a footballer, I'm a captain of Man United, so I can do whatever I want. Any other club back in the day, club captain of any club, even player, but club captain, not all they'd be fined. The arm would be taken off them, and and the manager would be making sure they get taken out of the club. Look at the situation with back in the day, back 2005 with Roy Keane. He didn't do anything wrong really. He was just being brutally honest about a Man United defeat, and it all kicked off, and they got rid of him. I don't know. It could. It should. The thing is, it should do, but I doubt it. Or the FA will take 20 fucking years to do it. He should be stripped of the cap. He shouldn't be captain in the first place of the club at Man United standing. No way. But any other gainful employment, you do that. You act in that way, and have them sort of charges brought against you after cooperating with the investigation. You'd be sacked. Your employers ought to sack you. So why is it so different for him? You know, he's hardly the best fucking defender in the league, let alone the world. Ain't nothing special. Mm. Realistically, no. That's not. That's beyond the point. There's a way to behave and a way to act at any club at any level, and he's literally gone off on a jolly up and had a few drinks, got fucking hammered. I think he's a big because he thinks he plays for Man United. He thinks he can get away with it. Clearly, due to the bribery charge, thinks he can get away with it. Trying to bribe police to don't say it's me. Pretend I didn't do anything to you. I'll make it worth your while. I'm captain of Man United, did you know? It's one thing that pisses me off in football, modern day football. That sort of behaviour and that attitude, that mindset that's in this generation of players now. Not just in Premier League, but in general. 9 times out of 10, they get away with it. I mean, Gerrard, what was it? No, I'd say a few years, but I'd say about 10 years ago, he got in a fight in the middle of I think it's Liverpool, Manchester High Street or whatever, during Christmas period. Actually went up to someone, having a few words. Turned out as a United fan. Oh, it's 1-1. 1-1. Sevilla scored. De Jong's just scored. Well, I'll tell you who's crossed the ball in a sec. Oh, what about England? Should he be stripped of any more caps if you see it? Again, should be, but Southgate won't do that. He's one of Southgate's favourites. Fucking what start to this game, eh? 1-0. Good goal as well. But then again, Handanovic been doing a bit at his near post. It's right at him as well. Sam, you missed 2 goals now. Bloody hurry up. He's on his way. He did message me in the corner there. my notifications came up. But yeah, he shouldn't be paying for his country anymore. But Southgate and the FA haven't got the balls to do things like that anymore because of the backlash. I'll say backlash because of how John Terry reacted when they did it to him. All right, Sam.
Hello.
You just missed 2 goals.
Already? Bloody hell.
Oh, yeah, it's 1-1. De Jong just scored for Sevilla.
Ah.
And Lukaku scored a penalty.
Lukaku, he's been doing well lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, amazing what you can do when you've got a manager that believes in you.
Yeah, that's true. I like Lukaku. He's a good player. I reckon. I rate him a lot.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This is why I never got why, because Mourinho got rid of him at Chelsea, so I never got why he went after him, and in the end, when he was at United, because he clearly didn't have the faith in him in the first place.
Yeah.
And then Ollie being Ollie.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he just really suited United's style, to be honest. You know, the players they had, they didn't really get everything out of him.
Yeah, before he came on, I was just chatting away about the slapheads situation.
Slaphead situation.
I mean, I was just saying, what an idiot he was.
We're talking about Maguire now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, what a tit.
Well,
I mean, what are these players up to, honestly?
Well, to also then to have the front, because it's basically because he thinks he's the big I am, because he's a Man United player and all that.
Yeah.
Or a footballer in general. I'll make it worth your while if you don't put this out in the media, or don't put this out, let it go. I'll make it worth your while. I'll give you a backhander. Actually trying to... You've just attacked them. You've attacked other people, innocent people. You've attacked the officers, causing bodily harm, and then you try to bribe them in during the investigation. Are you fucking for real?
Oh, what a joke, eh?
And then reading the comments were saying, is there anyone really that's of captain material at United?
Well,
they've got to find one. I mean, I was saying as well, looking back to Roy Keane, he literally got chucked out the club for being brutally honest over a defeat they had against Middlesbrough in that season a few weeks prior. Yeah. They kicked out the club. This guy's gone to Greece on his joy. He's got hammered and started attacking the locals.
Yeah.
Obviously, as club captain or not, bringing the club into disrepute.
Yep. No, you got some good points there, definitely.
Oh dear. But anyway, I was going to ask before we talk about anything else. Who do you think is going to win this anyway? Before obviously kick-off and all that, who do you think is going to win?
Well, before kick-off, I was thinking this should be Inter quite comfortably, really, because Sevilla really aren't that good. I mean, they're a cup team. Sevilla are a typical cup team, really, from what I've gathered, and over the course of 38 games, playing games week in, week out, they're not that good, but you get them in a few knockout games when they're giving their all, they're pretty good. They're tactically, they're quite sound, but when you look into the players they've got, the quality they've got, they should really be streets ahead of them, shouldn't they? And well, I mean, I haven't managed to see any of the games so far. I've just got it going here now. I'm looking at it now. 1-1 is not quite. So what's going on here then? Is it a drinks break or what?
No, I think they're checking for. I don't know if the VAR in something or not.
See, everyone's leaving the pitch. It's like
they're
not happy. Conte's not happy.
No. Well, basically, yeah. There's a shot that's gone in, and the Sevilla defender, his arm's gone like that towards the ball. He hit his arm, and it's in the penalty box as well, and they're saying no pen. So Conte's going mental. And the players, I don't know what's going on with the players.
They're going mental on the sideline there, aren't they?
Oh, Conte's being booked now.
Oh well. That's not That's not the first time in his career, is it? As a player, he was quite feisty as well, wasn't he? Well, just apologise on me eating at the same time. I just got some food delivered. That's why I was a bit late.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Lukaku's set up well. If you got a couple of good wingers, some good distribute. Oh, that was a chance. Oh, it was a bit difficult chance, but still a chance he missed there. Not Lukaku, but what's his name? Can't see who it was.
Martinez probably. Oh no, don't know.
Bit difficult that one.
But, the other winger base. What's his name? Ambrosio, I think it is. Oh dear.
Yeah, as I was saying, if you've got a couple of decent wingers and you can knock that ball in the box, Lukaku is very effective. Oh, it's going to be one of these games, isn't it, where they're just going to roll around the pitch all day long, isn't it? That's what they're going to do now.
Yeah, that's Italian and Spanish for you. Especially European goes, oh, yeah. Just see what you're seeing, yeah. Ref, he looked at me. Literally. Oh my God. They're trying to get the 33 cent off Sevilla. He's done nothing wrong there.
Cool. If that was Henri now, that chance. We'll see it now. This counts for a second. If that was Henri.
Yeah. Well, we've seen him do that before, go all the way down and take the shot and cut inside and bang against Inter Milan.
That hat trick you scored away at the San Siro that day.
Roma, yeah. Is it Roma?
No. Against Inter Milan, we won 5-1.
Oh, okay, yeah. Inter Milan, yeah, and they're amazing.
In the Champions League.
Yeah, group stage, must-win game we had, yeah.
And Henri scored that hat trick. I mean, that was when he was at his absolute best. It was just bumpy.
Yeah, they still couldn't win that. Still couldn't win the Ballon d'Or then.
He was unplayable, and and I'm going to say here and now that was an absolute fucking tragedy and a disgrace that he didn't win the Ballon d'Or. For at least once during that period. Those 2-3 years when he was at the absolute top there.
At his pomp, literally scoring pretty much every game he played in.
I reckon he would have won it if we would have won the Champions League. I reckon we would have won it. I think that's what it boils down to.
And you look at that squad, we should have won it at least once in that 3-4 year period.
Yeah, we messed it up a bit, didn't we? In the old Champions League, we were.
Yeah. I think the easiest one for us. I think the easiest Champions League campaign for us, looking back, was that 03-04, the Invincible season. Because obviously we had Chelsea in that quarter final, who hadn't played Champions League football, God knows how long.
We should have. That was not good losing against them.
Yeah. And we're at home the second day. We've gone to their place, got an away goal, come back to ours, gone 1-0 up in the night, 2-1 on aggregate, and then second half we just fell apart. But if we'd got past that, we'd have had Monaco. We'd have brushed. Our team would have brushed on the side of these, and then we would have had Mourinho's Porto, which might have been a difficult game because it's Mourinho, and just as he's hitting his bomb. But even then, we would have been expected to win that.
We would have had a good chance. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, we were. That's the year we should have definitely gone through. And even then, when we got to the Champions League final against Barcelona, I mean, they weren't as good as us.
No.
If we would have had 11 men and not lost Lehmann,
we'd have won that. Yeah, we were away from that point. Yeah.
We even 1-0 up with 10 men with Sol Campbell's header.
Yeah, and also at that point, that was like the 18th, 20th minute when that happened. That was their first proper attack at us. We completely, Henry just missed a few chances, and even afterwards, with 10 men. So that's why when we say with 11 men, we would have seen that gone and won the game, because if 10 men were dominating at times, and we were literally, like Lundberg had a chance, Fabregas, Henry had another chance.
Exactly.
The whole squad pretty much had chances.
It was sloppy in that game. I mean, like you say, Henry had that very good chance, didn't he, 1-on-1?
Yeah.
That he missed after the goal. We should have gone 2-0 up with that. That would have been a different game.
Oh, definitely. But it is what it is. Sadly, could have been not only the first team in North London to win the Champions League, but the first team in London in general. But hey,
yeah. You know, it's and I think that was sort of the. I think that would have been the culmination of that whole period for Arsenal. You know, we were dominating the league. If we'd have won the Champions League, that would have really been icing on the cake for Wenger.
Yeah.
And I think that you know, for everything that Wenger did for Arsenal and everything, and his career in general, I think that's the one thing that still haunts him, is that not winning the Champions League.
Yeah,
I think that keeps him up at night. You know, that thought. Or winning anything in Europe, for that matter. I mean, we didn't win the UEFA Cup or Europa League either, did we? So
no. That 2006 campaign, we grafted to get to that final, because we had.
Oh, it's incredible.
Real Madrid in the first knockout round, Juventus then, Villarreal, who were that shock team that got that far, and obviously just knocked out Inter Milan as well, who were a decent team back then. So we had that hidden factor of Villarreal, but we grinded through that over 2 legs.
We did that. It was that 1-0, wasn't it? We got that 1-0, and we just 0-0. We did 0-0 away, didn't we?
Went to their place and poor on the night, but we grafted, and literally the referee almost fucked us over for no reason. Just to feel sorry, because literally they had chance on that night. The second leg, they had chance after chance after chance. They should have been out of sight. Let's be honest. If their players, let's be honest, they had Diego Forlan and Franco as their front line. And they had a lot of chances. And the other day, the likes of Henry, Bergkamp and all that would have took.
Yep.
But then dying seconds, ball comes in, 50-50, and that gives a penalty. But then thankfully, Lehmann stepped up for once.
Yeah. Riquelme, their great player.
Yeah. Their icon, yeah.
He was a great player. He was that Riquelme, bloody hell.
Well, obviously that was 2006. So 2006 World Cup, he really shone for Argentina as well.
He was one of those players where he's obviously too good for the club he's at. You know, there's been a few of those through history. There's a few players who play at clubs where, you know, they're far better really than the club they're at, and you don't know why they're not moving on. You know, they're sort of they feel loyal and they like being where they are. You know, there's been a few of those up through history. You know, I was trying to think of a few others. I was thinking, because when you mentioned, when we were talking about Villarreal, I thought about Riquelme. I thought, yeah, what a player he was. He was just far bigger and better than what Villarreal was. You know, he should have gone to Real Madrid or something like that. You know. Just want to see Sevilla have they got a free kick here, not that far outside the box.
Yeah, Suso and Banega standing over it.
Didn't make much out of that. Anyway, I was thinking of a few other players. You know, I remember starts with Letizia for me for Southampton.
Yeah,
what a player Letizia was! Absolute incredible player, and he just didn't want to leave Southampton. He loved Southampton. You know, it was his life.
Yeah, apparently he had opportunities to go. He had opportunities to go to United, didn't he?
Yeah. Or he could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, Lukaku's in here, maybe. Oh no, he's a bit too out wide.
Oh dear, I'm getting sick of this Gabriel talk though.
Oh.
1 minute's done.
How many medicals he said now? 10?
Yeah, 1 minute he's here having the medical, it's done. And the next second, we've got Fabrizio saying, still not made his mind up yet. Now, Man United have in the picture, but Arsenal still head on favourites. And the Sky is saying, no, even though Man United have made contact, they've made no offer. He still wants to come to United, come to Arsenal. Well, that's the case. Let's get it done. Why is everything just dragged down for the drama of things?
Yeah. I see a lot of people now are sort of backing away from him now, saying they don't want him anymore if he doesn't want to make his mind up. And I'm sort of thinking the same thing.
Yeah, because it's how it's portrayed in the media. It's been portrayed in the media. He still hasn't decided. If he hasn't, then fair enough. That's like Arteta said. If he's got to convince someone to come, he doesn't want that. That's not a good start for him. But if he has made his mind up, just fucking say, come out yourself. Instead of letting the media do the talking, do it yourself.
It's turned into a bit of a nightmare now, isn't it? All that transfer gossip with him. It's just I think they're showing themselves up now. They don't really know what to do. You know, they're just rehashing a lot of different stories now, aren't
they? Yeah. The new kit got released yesterday as well, talking of Arsenal. The away one.
Oh, atrocious.
See the video for it they did?
No, I just saw a bit of it.
Oh dear. It's really trying to ramp home. It's all to do with the marble halls, inspired by the marble halls, but it's not white, it's off-white. It's still fucking it's a shade of white end of the day.
It just looks terrible. It just looks like bloody splashes of blood everywhere. That's what it looks like. And you got Visit Rwanda as a sponsor.
Oh yeah, that's over 2-3 years left on that as well. That deal.
That's why we've got that George Lewis now. Finally been confirmed by the club at last. Months after he signed.
Oh, of course.
And been in London.
That's what I'm saying. If Aubameyang's done, that would be done, and we won't hear of that until literally New Year at this rate. The way they're acting. And the thing is, the Arsenal admin as well on Twitter, the way they know we want to hear yay or nay what's going on, and they just put pictures out of him literally against Herbert the Herbert Chapman bust, things like that, in the new kits, and then he's going on Instagram. Willie's going on Instagram live with him, and then obviously he's then talking to troops, and then again they're dropping little subtle hints like any time now, watch out for tomorrow. And nothing's happened. Just fucking say how it is. If you start, you start. If you haven't, you haven't.
Wow.
Sevilla have been really. I think we are just over half hour in. Sevilla have been slightly the better team, I'd say.
They certainly have been on par, haven't they? With I was.
Doing it away again, Inter.
Inter are quite sloppy at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Even from goal kicks, they're giving it away straight away back to Sevilla.
Not looking great. Oh, goal! Sevilla.
Oh, here we go.
Free kick.
That's it now.
Nicely crossed the ball in, and he comes into the far post and heads in from the far post.
Yeah, I've seen it myself. De Jong again. Okay,
I was just going to say they've had a few free kicks from this area now. They should be doing better. I was thinking with these opportunities, and now they actually did it. Because that's like the third or fourth free kick they've had from that like 25-yard range now, where you're supposed to put in a dangerous cross really from there, aren't you? You know, you got to make the defense work for it. And now they finally put in a cross that really works. It's a good cross. Went to the far post and he heads it in.
Oh, once that dog's going off, one sec.
Yeah. So 1-0 to Sevilla. No, sorry, 2-1 to Sevilla. 33 minutes, nearly into the 34th minute. And Inter a bit sloppy. Not looking great. Sevilla looking the better team at the moment. Just look a bit more together, a bit more fight in them. Overall, it's been quite a scrappy game, really, but Sevilla just look like they're just a bit more together at the moment. We'll see. I mean, they've got a second half to come now, so Inter might come out and have a bit more, an idea of doing things then. So Inter Milan have got a free kick now as well from about 25 yards out that they can whip in and see what happens here. Similar type of range that Sevilla just scored from on their free kick. Here we go. Yep. And they score. They score the same way Sevilla scored. Exactly the same, nearly exactly the same way the free kick was taken as well. Just didn't get quite to the back post this time. It didn't quite get that far out, but they just did very well. The Inter Milan player, Godin, actually, he's ex-Atletico Madrid, isn't he? He was very well, got into the air there and headed it home. Yeah, not quite to the back post, but yeah, going over towards that area, and he just beats his man in the air, clearly. Really nice, powerful header, and that's it. Into the goal. That is 2-2. Just as I said, Sevilla were looking better and in to get that free kick. They still scored from a free beat. Sorry, a set piece. Free kick. So, it's been a couple of set piece goals now. It's Godin, ex-Atletico Madrid. Just scored a nice header for Inter Milan. Just missed it completely. The Inter Milan player trying to take a shot, just completely flaffed at the ball, missed it completely. So we're in the 38th minute, 2-2 now. Both teams are really, I suppose, have been on par with each other, both a bit sloppy. Some decent build-up play, but yeah, overall a little bit sloppy. Maybe some nerves, maybe a bit of the occasion getting to them a bit, but some decent play as well, some decent passing. But both teams dropping quite deep when they don't have the ball. Not much high press. Playing very left to right, very side to side. Sevilla trying to find somewhere they can probe the ball in. They just put in a cross. Went past everyone. Yep, we know it's 2-2, just arrives just away at the moment, just for a few minutes. He will change the score when he gets back. Yep. Fairly even contest at the moment. Sevilla looking better than I think what a lot of people thought. I think people expected Inter Milan to have an easier job of this. Sevilla now coming through. That pass was just a bit too long. Oh, terrible clearance from there. Inter Milan goalkeeper. Hey, Letitia in the chat. Hey, how you doing, mate? So it's quite an even match at the moment. Both teams about even par. Both are quite sloppy. A lot of sloppy passing, but some decent passing as well. They're just as good as each other at the moment. There's not one team really looking better than the other. They both had a few chances. They both scored from set pieces. I must say Sevilla are looking better than what I thought they would. I thought Sevilla would have a harder time with this game against Inter Milan than what they have in now. They're playing good. I mean, they're playing better than we thought. Inter Milan are tackling hard, so they're getting into them and bringing them down a lot. So there's a lot of rolling around on the ground and everything, but hopefully that'll get better in the second half, or maybe not. We'll see. Oh, here we go. Another tackle, this time from Sevilla. We flew in there. Yeah, didn't make much contact though, so not a lot of contact, so it wasn't too bad. Still got a yellow card. Manchester United fans will say they lost to the champions if Sevilla win. Yeah, of course they will, because it would be a good excuse, wouldn't it? But we lost against a team that won it. It's always a nice excuse. But to be fair to Sevilla, they're looking a lot better than I thought they would here in this final. They're playing well. I mean, they've got a lot more of the ball than Inter Milan so far. Inter Milan are doing a lot of defending. And we're into injury time now, just past the 45th minute, with 1 minute of injury time been shown by the fourth official. So 2-2 at the moment, and we're 20 seconds into, on my feed here, 25 seconds into injury time. And again, we have a Sevilla player lying on the ground like a dirty whore. Because that's what we're going to see a lot of here now, a lot of dirty whores out here on the pitch. And we don't just mean by rich people taking a lot of money. They like to lie on the ground, especially on their backs with their legs in the air, just like dirty whores. And, like to fall down as soon as someone touches them. And they have another free kick now, Sevilla, from a similar, a bit further out now than where they scored last time. It's a bit further out, it's about 30 plus yards. See, the cross comes in now. Oh, good header, and the goalkeeper had to make a save, but I think, that's it. There's not going to be a corner because the referee has just now blown the whistle for half time. So we're half time 2-2, Inter Milan 2, Sevilla 2. And I must say, from what I've seen from the first half, I would say Sevilla are slightly better than Inter Milan. Not much, but slightly, based on the play I've been seeing. We'll see how it goes for the second half. Don't worry, the score will be changed. The score on the screen will be changed to 2-2. Just Ryan, he's the one controlling it. He's not here at the moment. He's had to take a few minutes off. So he'll change it as soon as he gets back. And you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Yes, neighbours being neighbours.
So it's 2-2.
So it's 2-2. Who scored for?
Godin, the ex-Atletico Madrid centre-half.
Oh.
It was literally like literally like 3 minutes after the goal, the 2-1 goal to Sevilla. Inter Milan got a free kick in a similar position, down the other end, and they scored in just about exactly the same way. The same free kick, crossed in and got down. He got high above above his opponent and scored. So 2-2, half time, and I'll tell you what I was seeing there the last 20 minutes of that first half, I must say Sevilla were looking a bit better than Inter Milan. I must say they were.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I'm just going back to the chat now, guys. Sorry about that. Godin, there's people in the chat from Spain that I can't actually say what you're saying. So Maximus, obviously, Xavi Nunez, Natesh, and then Xavi Nunez and Maximus in the chat quite a bit. Natesh saying that's the last comment, but Natesh saying Man United fans will say they lost to the champions if Sevilla won the title tonight.
Yeah, I was saying, of course they will, wouldn't they? Any excuse in it. But yeah. It tends to help a little bit, doesn't it? If the team that knocks you out goes on to win it, it does tend to feel a little bit better, doesn't it?
I'm always awake, Ashley. Trust me.
Who's Ashley Watson?
I used to work with him a few years back. He's a QPR fan, so he can hardly talk considering. But yeah, apparently I look shattered when I was standing on the air because I've been up all fucking day trying to sort things out for this season coming. And but yeah, he's a QPR fan, so he can't really come on the attack at Arsenal, really.
QPR fan, wow.
Well, someone has to be.
It's like waiting for hell to freeze over, isn't it? For something to happen, isn't it?
Oh dear. So what did you make of the fixtures that obviously came out yesterday?
Yeah, I mean,
got to play them at some point. Might as well get that away straight away.
I thought they were all right, to be honest, because my take on it was I'd rather play all those teams we're playing. Okay, we're playing them in quite a short period of time, but we're playing them away, and I think that's okay. Because then in the second half of the season, when we're probably going to be in a position where we're going to need points more and be battling more and probably sort of, maybe trying to improve our form and everything, we will then have those teams at home, and that's an advantage. Even if there's still not fans coming to games, it's still an advantage to be at home. So, I'd rather play all these teams away first and have them home again later on than the other way around, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just a shame we can't, obviously, for the first few games, as it stands. Obviously, it'll probably go longer when they put the kids go back to school and it all kicks off there again.
I was reading, what's his name? Charlie Watts was, I think he was talking about something today on Twitter about that he's got information that Emirates, they're planning on bringing some fans back in October, sometime in October. They're going to do some trials with fans in October or something.
Yeah, I don't think what game it is now. Let's just get a bit of fixture list stuff. I know. I saw that tweet as well. But that's in the hope that in the meantime, that obviously when the kids go back in the next couple of weeks, that there's no outbreak of COVID and spiking it up and down the country. Because otherwise, we're back to square one again. Yeah, Sheffield United game. They're hoping to.
Yeah.
It'd be all like we'll get all hopes up and then boom. But in the meantime, I don't know if you've heard, but here in the UK, Sky, BT, and BBC aren't going to continue doing what they've done for the return of the football last season. So all the games.
Of course not, because they're losing money, aren't they? I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, that's how horrible can you be? Well, we've still got everything going on. Why can't they be a bit more, compassionate with the things?
That's the thing. As it stands, it's a few games, but long term, if the worst case scenario happens when the kids go back to school and all that, and what everyone's expecting happens here in the UK, it could be the whole season. And then what? In the meantime, the fans that can't go to these games and watch their team live have now got to suffer.
I think that whole the way it works, the games are basically split between 2 or 3 networks like that. I think that's terrible. I think it's terrible because you think the money. I mean, you think the money it costs you now if you're going to go out and buy all those subscriptions you need now to see everything. You want to see everything. All the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Champions League, Europa League.
Yeah.
All of that. You want to see it all. You even want to see the Championship or whatever. I mean, you've got to go out and spend hundreds of quid now.
Oh yeah.
For all those different subscriptions. I think it's terrible.
Yeah, and then they go, but we're going to go back to our old ways now and actually have the odd game here and there. So you're not really getting your money's worth in that sense either.
No, exactly.
And in the meantime, we'll bump our prices up, but we can't justify it when you phone up and question us, which I've had to do numerous times in the last year in terms of Sky. Occasionally trying to bump their prices up. Oh, this is a fixed 8-year thing. And then a few months later, the price goes up. Hang on. And I'm on there on the phone for over an hour, 2 hours, having it out of them, having to fucking get the fucking bill back down to what we initially agreed, the 8-year fixed term deal.
Yeah, exactly. They're so sneaky, aren't they? They've got all the tricks in the book.
Yeah, I'm also sick of it. It's every few months. They try, because they don't actually announce you, unless you actually, like I do, have to go, I'll check what's going out every month when it comes to Sky and all that, just to make sure. And if I didn't do that, I would be none the wiser. But then I've got to spend 2 hours on the fucking phone dealing with it every few months.
Yeah. Well, they got all the tricks in the book, and they know what they're doing. They know how to squeeze every last penny out of you, don't they? They really do.
It's like when we had no sport here, and obviously there was no sport at all, no live sport whatsoever. Sky and all the other channels, they decided they'd freeze their prices for the sports side of it. They'd freeze everything. You wouldn't have to pay for the sports package. The second they announced that the Premier League would be returning live, literally, I was then paying. They expected me didn't pay all bar 2-3 quid off the package for one live event. Oh, but cricket could be coming back next week. Golf didn't. Could be.
Yeah, so speculative, isn't it? It's really speculative. It's horrible. Yeah. No, I don't think that should be allowed. That splitting all that between different, between all the different companies and everything, because it means if you want to see all the games, you have to have every subscription. You just can't do that.
No. Well, why can't it be like it used to be? And in the sense of Sky and ITV shared the rights to Champions League. So literally like Champions League Wednesday or Tuesday for ITV every season, and the other night would be all Sky. And the months after that, FA Cup will be on BBC, and again Sky, League Cup on the Sky, Premier League on Sky, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
And obviously you got the highlights reel and all that afterwards on Match of the Day and all that. And when ITV had it, the Premiership.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally, because there's like when Prem Plus went down, you had. I'm trying to think now. Who first came in? ESPN tried to come over to the UK and tried to fill the void.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of a lost venture, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, they lasted what, a year and a half, 2 seasons maybe, if they're lucky. And then Centana Sports took over that role for 2 years.
That was a joke, wasn't it? Irish, weren't they, or something? Weren't they that long?
Yeah, the Irish, and now BT, and then literally from that BT, but BT have lasted longer somehow. And they've got the worst pundits and commentators in the world.
God, it's a fucking joke, isn't it?
And he's even saying Europa League used to be in Channel 5. He's having a little dig at me because obviously I was a fan in Europa League, but hey, I'm 31 and I've experienced in 31 years, 20 over 23, 24, maybe longer years of my life, my club playing European football. So, whereas most of your life you've watched Championship level. So, when was the
last time QPR were on TV? I mean, it's fucking what those. That's a long time ago, isn't it?
Very long
Who's that?
time.
Nada Banani.
I have no idea. It's from one of the Facebook streams that I'm using. One of the pages, either my page or the other page that I'm using tonight.
Well, she's obviously off her trolley having pills or something, isn't she? With all that laughing.
More likely. It is what it is. Each to their own. The thing is, they'll give me either way. They'll give me an extra view. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, she just doesn't necessarily need to be a troll, does it? I'm just saying it's.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying. Yeah.
It's a funny way of introducing yourself, isn't it? With like 50 smileys, but.
Oh dear. Big up the 27 people across the feast. Obviously, my channel, the 2 pages that I'm using. We're down to 25 now. That are now watching the stream. Don't forget to share it as well. Yeah. And if you can, if you have got you're able to access to YouTube. Come on, search the Mr. Arsenal podcast. Then subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't want to miss Sunday's stream. As I was mentioned earlier, the guests I've got on for that. And yeah, don't forget and share. Help the channel grow.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, while we're waiting, why is Ash still in the chat? Let's see what QPR have got. Their fixtures came out today.
QPR. They're going to go to fucking Preston North End and.
Oh dear. Wickham as well this year. Coventry.
They go to Wickham. Oh wow, Wickham! What a place.
Luton. Don't forget Luton. They stayed up last year.
Luton. Oh, what a shithole Luton is, honestly. Oh, I can't stand Luton. My God, Luton. Jesus Christ. You go to Luton, you want to kill yourself.
At least he'll have his seasonal game against Brentford. Because that's the one thing he held on. I noticed on his social medias, that's the one thing he held out for, that Brentford had bottled it.
Yeah, they bottled it, didn't they? Brentford did bottle it.
That sums it up. That's how bad your club is that season, and you're hoping that your nearest rival bottles their biggest chance of going up in their history.
Well, if that's all you got to cling on to, isn't it? There's not much to cling on to, is there? That's all you got to go for. So wish your rival doesn't do it.
Seriously, Ashley, have you seen your away kit? Talk about it in our show.
Was it Bristol you showed me with those crazy normal kits?
Yeah, Bristol City.
Oh, that's the worst. They look like someone puked all over them. The new Bristol City kits look like someone puked all over them. My God.
I want to know which one's which, because they're both pretty much collide. Apart from the shape design, they're both the exact same thing, colour-wise. But yeah, QPR's away kit is red.
Red? Well, they've done that before, haven't they? Haven't they had red before?
Yeah.
I'm sure they've had red before.
No, it's literally like, who is it ever making their kits? It's like mainly red, the collar, like a red and white pinstripe V-neck.
Yeah.
And black shorts.
Right. Huh. Well, I've got the second half going again here now.
Yeah, same here. This is not Hummel.
That Hummel, all their stupid bloody arrows everywhere. Crikey.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. First few fixtures. I'll go for the first 6 for QPR. Nottingham Forest at home. Coventry away.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough at home. Sheffield Wednesday away. And Bournemouth away.
There's some tough fixtures. That's some tough fixtures.
Enjoy the Championship, Ashton.
That's some tough fixtures.
Yeah. Yeah, actually saying they did it one time, red and black hoops. There's no hoops in this one.
Mm.
It's like their season, no hope. 20
I'll tell you what. All joking aside, the QPR, that side that had when they were in the Premier League in the early '90s, mid '90s. That was an exciting team to watch. They were a good team to watch. They were difficult to play as well. Yeah, Trevor Sinclair was brilliant. What a player he was, and you had Les Ferdinand. When he was coming up, and they had Andy Impey. Impey was another player a lot of clubs wanted. They had some decent players at that time, and it just all went to shit, didn't it?
Yeah, was it? Once they left, they didn't replace them properly.
That Formula, didn't that? Was it they had that Formula One owner or something come in and fuck everything up, didn't they?
Oh, what? What's his name now? Bernie Eccleston or something like that?
Bernie Eccleston came in and had that other guy. What was his name? Can't remember now. It's an Italian name or something.
Yeah, I know you're about, but I can't remember his name either.
Came in and fucked everything up as well.
The consultant that came along and obviously brought QPR back to their glory, so to speak, and get back into the Premier League after 16 years out of the Premier League. Literally got them up and then didn't even stay for one season. Then bye-bye. And sold it to the first person that wanted to buy him. I mean, he's worked out well, hasn't he?
Yeah, that was it. They bought it. It was that Eccleston was in it for a little while, and he sold it to the head of one of the Formula One teams. So he was head of Renault or something. I think he was. He owned Renault or something. Briatore. That's it. Yeah. Steve Morrow was a midfielder, wasn't he? Not a defender, but nice try.
Here we go. Here's the debate. He's a defender. He's a midfielder. He's a defender. I'm a QPR fan. I should know this. Oh dear. To be fair, QPR as well. They've got a decent head coach now with Warburton. Obviously, second season now there. Whereas they sort of went down. They sort of got from their dad. They talk about the merry-go-round every season. The fucking managers. At one point, they had Steve McLaren. I was like, "You're asking for trouble there."
Oh yeah, Steve McLaren was there for a few weeks.
Yeah,
basically, Gutlock. I don't know what Gutlock is, but
I don't know. I think it's from my. I can't remember. It's on my page or the other page. One or two.
Good luck. Maybe you say good luck. Good luck.
Was for QPR. He's saying Steve Morrow was a defender.
Oh, right. When he was QPR. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think he could slot in there somewhere. After Arsenal, he played in midfield, but he scored the winning. He scored the winning goal in the FA Cup. The League Cup final.
League Cup final. Scored the winning goal.
Yeah, League Cup final '93, and then he got dropped off of Adam's shoulders.
Yeah, went off and we're celebrating amongst all that. Whoop, and done that.
Broke his arm, and that was that.
I couldn't dodge it. Couldn't make it up if he tried. Poor guy. But still goes down in Arsenal folklore for that moment. As in scoring the winning goal.
You become sort of a mythical type of legend, don't you? I mean, when it comes to when you score a winner like that, you've never really done anything in your life, and you score a winner. A bit like Linegan as well. Linegan wasn't exactly.
Same, yeah.
Wasn't exactly great, was he? But he showed up there at the last second of injury time, didn't he? In the replay in the FA Cup final. Yeah.
Who's ever played that we bought with a big reputation? Leeds, was it Leeds or Everton? Sorry, no, Everton. We went to Limpar. Andrews Limpar.
Yeah, Swede. Yeah. Limpar, yeah, he had a great passing for it, didn't he, Limpar? But he was, he was just so inconsistent, wasn't he? That was the problem.
Yeah, That's what I'm saying. He came to us a massive reputation because of obviously what he was doing with his country and all that. And I think just at the time as well, it was bad timing because obviously at that time, he's sort of type of player wasn't known for in the Division 1, so that's Premier League back then.
Yeah.
Oh, what's a block?
Yeah, Inter Milan had a half chance there a little while ago. Just a bit sloppy at the moment, isn't it? It's just they're just a lot of passing around. There's just not much happening, and then sloppy passing here and there, and yeah, good block there from the Sevilla players and that. Inter Milan chance. Talking about obscure. What was you going to say?
I was going to say, I can't remember. You told me, was you busy on Sunday, 6 p.m. or was you coming on? I can't remember if you said.
Yeah, I can't do the quiz.
Yeah.
I can't do the quiz, but I'm going to try and make the game. I should be able to make the game, though.
Yeah. Well, depending on what time it finishes, I might just set up another stream afterwards and do that as well. Might come a few minutes late, but still, I might do that as well. If you're around. If you're around for that, then yeah.
What are you talking about after what?
After what's that? After the quiz. Depends on what time the quiz
before
finishes.
The game.
Yeah, before the game. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we're starting at 6, so it shouldn't be that long. Should be okay.
It starts at 9, isn't it? I mean, 8
here.
Time.
That'd be 9 your time, I think.
Yeah, just have a look. Sunday. Yeah, I finish. Got some work I'm doing. I've just finished at 8 o'clock your time. Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. Yeah. So yeah, I was happy it all set up. As I said, it shouldn't drag on that long. Hopefully, touch wood. Might get 20 minutes to get myself a drink and all that, and then go live for the Champions League final.
Yeah, I won't be able to join until 8 o'clock, really.
Yes, yeah, that's fine. No worries. I can send you the link anyway. You just join when you can. Obviously, Harvey couldn't make it because he's in Doncaster. I think he said he was in. I double check.
Doncaster, bloody hell, crikey!
I double check. Might have just said it.
Doncaster.
Yeah, Doncaster. Yeah.
Wow.
He was in the chat.
I haven't heard of Doncaster for a long time.
Yeah.
Talking about obscure Arsenal players, I saw your friend Richard has started his own channel. We had Mark Flats on. Oh, Mark Flats! What an obscure player he was.
Yeah, they did touch on that, and obviously, apparently, when I don't know if he's watched it, but when George Graham that when it all went off there, it was in the midst of Mark getting a new contract apparently because Graham wanted to keep him on, and obviously everything that kicked off with him George Graham that never got done in time. So when Cruz Rio came into his last year of his contract, Bruce went, "No, not for me. Bye bye." And he was at the club. So he went to Serie B. I can't remember who he went to now, but yeah, it's a club in Serie B for a year. Because of what the rules were back then, they could only have like 5 foreign players in the team and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did one season. He came back and he just went down the leagues and all that. And the injuries popped up, this, that, and the other. So he had to retire.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh dear. Ashley's gone quiet.
Yep.
Probably getting driven mad by the kids. Also, what are you doing next Sunday as well? Around, I think it's 4:00 kickoff. I think it is actually. For the Arsenal game. Check that
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna.
I can't even see it. I think it's 4:00. I think it's 4:30 kickoff. I think.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to take part of that because I think I'll be working.
Oh, okay.
If it's on a Sunday.
Yeah,
If it's on a Sunday, yeah, because I'll probably have to be working again. I'll probably be able to see in the background, but I won't be able to take part in the chat. I'll probably be sneaking the game in the background.
Yeah. Dear. I've got to sort that out. I've got to sort that out ASAP before everyone else sets off and decides to do a stream themselves.
Yeah. There's too many of them going on now, isn't there? I mean, it's so many different people doing streams. You should all do them together.
Well, definitely.
Just alternate, have one each and do them all together.
That's what I'm saying. Me and Daniel were doing this at one. Obviously, during when the football came back, like the Arsenal, they came back. Then suddenly he's gone off his own tandem by the looks of it, because he's not in that sort of. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. Obviously, he wants to get views on his channel and watch views. So I don't know.
Yeah, obviously the idea is to get watch hours and all that, and be able to get up to that monetization and stuff. But
at the same time, it's just we've got more than enough games to alternate, as you said. Even now.
It'd be better for everyone, I think, if you manage to alternate, because then you get a lot of people watching that one stream, and you benefit off of each other. Then you get a lot more for that one stream and splitting up and getting hardly any viewers.
Well, exactly. I mean, as you said, literally people that would normally be on here will be watching Daniel now. Whereas, as you said, if he was here or if I was there, they'd be watching us both at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
They wouldn't have that. They wouldn't have to then go, who do we pick? Who do we pick?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's been all winter since half time. In terms of possession, anyway.
Yeah, they've had a lot of the ball now, Inter, and they're just not really doing much with it, are they? Just playing it around. And
Well, Ashley Young just had a chance back a minute or two ago, didn't he? He just blasted it over.
What a bang average player he is, honestly, Ashley Young.
But he's playing for one of the biggest. Again, he's playing for one of the biggest clubs in Europe.
He's so overrated.
Yeah. The guy went from a promising young, promising winger at Watford to then playing as a winger at United under Ferguson, to then going, I'm a fullback. Not a good one. Not even a good one at that.
No, because he can't defend.
No.
He's just being used, he's attacking really, and he's not even that very good. That Davies is awesome though for wow, what a game he had
the other night, he's consistent. And he's consistent as well, which is important.
I mean, I know Tierney's looking good as well, but
Mm.
this Davies, well, he's a special player. Ericsson warming up.
Oh, is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah. Well, I say warming up. He's just walking up down the side, isn't he? Fucking, that's warming up now. Jesus. I mean, things. Going back to the fixtures, I was chatting about before. Do you still feel confident we can change the top 4 next season at least? Challenge it. I'm not saying we're definitely.
I think that fourth. I think the fourth spot can be up for grabs.
Mm-hmm.
I think the top 3 is going to. I think the top 3 is going to be a bit. I don't know. It's difficult to say because teams sort of all of a sudden underperform.
Yeah, top 2 we're expecting to be Liverpool and City.
Top 2, I think, is pretty locked because that's going to be between. That's going to be Liverpool and Manchester City. They're going to get more points than everyone else. And I'm thinking 3rd spot is most likely, if they get things to work correctly and everything, is going to be Chelsea. Yeah. But then again, there's those X factors. You don't know if it's going to work or not. But if they do, if those players hit the ground running and Lampard manages to get them to work together, then I'm expecting them to be, pretty much a certain third place. They're going to be pretty much ahead of everyone there. But for me, 4th spot is open then. I mean, because I think 4th spot can be contested between quite a few teams, which can be. And if we bring in a couple of decent players now, we play better under Arteta, he gets us playing better, then I think we can. Over the course of a season now, not just a few months, but over the course of a season now, I think we can maybe compete for that 4th spot. Whether we get it or not, I don't know. We'll have to see, of course, how things look. But I do think, at least looking at it, on paper, at least, I think we do have a chance of at least competing for that last Champions League position, and then I think we're going to be most likely probably get an Europa League spot again. Probably that's probably what's most likely going to happen. But I do think if things go our way a little bit, we could probably get that 4th spot. But look at the teams; though. It's going to be difficult. You've got the likes of Leicester, you've got United who are going to be improving. They're going to end up buying a couple of players before the window closes. You've got the likes of Spurs as well. They want to improve. You've got Wolves. You've got Everton. Everton are going to be buying in a few players now, definitely in the window. They must be. You've got all these teams there where all of them can, they can take that step up and maybe slip into that 4th spot. It's going to be really tough between those 4 or 5 teams. It's going to be a real tough matchup, close matchup between us.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to say to Daniel the other night. Because he was obviously not convinced.
Well, he was also thinking that Leeds. He was also saying Leeds are the guaranteed top 8. Having one of his bright moments again. Lukaku through and he missed.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Seldom breakthrough there.
No,
Lukaku through and he missed.
This is what I try to explain to. Even though Daniel doesn't, I can understand from Daniel's perspective why he isn't feeling upbeat because of obviously, apart from Willian at the moment, we haven't signed anyone else yet. Touchwood.
Yeah.
But again, as I was trying to explain, Arteta's come in with this squad of players, and again, he had half a season of them. If he'd had a full season, in the time that he joined us from the Everton game, he didn't take charge of it from that period, like the Bournemouth game. So take Bournemouth game up to the end of the season. The form table shows we were in the top 3 or 4 in the league.
I think we're top 3. Yeah, I think we're top 3.
That's half a season.
I'm thinking the same as you. I mean, you look at the form table from when he took over. We were a good team. We were a good team. So you give him a whole season. The only problem is we've drawn too many games. We need to start We need to start winning instead of drawing.
Yeah. A good chunk of them draws did come under Emery in the Nuremberg brief period.
Yeah, games where we struggled to come back and all that,
And at the start of Arteta's reign as well, there's a good few put in there, but not all of them. That's like everyone, like all the Man United fans like to fucking talk about.
No, and I think I agree with that point. You look at the form table from when Arteta took over. We were a top 3 team, and that's with a few of those draws as well. I mean, if we can turn those draws into wins, then I think we can start talking about that Champions League spot. But listen, I think on paper at least, you look at it on face value. I think we do with Arteta if things work. And again, we do need a couple of players to strengthen. If we're really going to go that far, then I think we can. I think we can compete for that 4th position in the Champions League position, which would be if we did it would be a great achievement. To be honest, I mean it really would. And then when you get into the Champions League, anything can happen. It really can. I mean, you've seen how many teams have we seen, pull off some surprises and get a long way in the Champions League. Doesn't mean necessarily get to the final or win it, but there's so many teams that got to quarters and semis, haven't they?
Well, Leon this year.
Leon this year, and so
and Leipzig as well. Who they're literally like
Leipzig really as well. They're a team that's up and they've been improving a lot lately, and you wouldn't expect them to get that far. I mean it can happen for Arsenal as well. It's because we're a good cup team, and if you put that element into it in the Champions League now, where when you get through the group stage and you're into the knockout rounds, I think we could maybe do a good run there. Again, we need a couple of players to strengthen because I can tell you right now, Ryan, if we don't strengthen in midfield,
then we're in trouble.
We're not going to do much better than this season. To be honest, we're not because we can't do miracles all the time. Without a midfield. We have to have a strong someone in midfield who can win a few balls and get the ball back and distribute the ball. Because at the moment we're just wide open.
Yeah, and I think we have touched on that. Not just ourselves, but other guests we've had on as well. When I was to tell you, the key thing we always comes up is our midfield, and someone like Thomas Partey, if not Thomas Partey himself, that would be a massive improvement. Yeah. But also, I don't know if you saw the Willian quotes yesterday, where he said that when I had a meeting with Arteta, and he recently wanted to give me the 3-year contract and this, that, and the other. Asked him there were chats back and forth. He said, Arteta basically said to Willian, in the 3 years I've got you, I want us not just back in the Champions League, I want to win it.
Yeah.
For someone, and that is always going to say something like that, but to convince a player that's obviously a winner himself, he's come from Chelsea, won league titles, this and Europa Leagues, whatever.
Yeah.
To convince him that in a stage where we're at the moment, that in 3 years I want us to be in, not just down at the top table, but literally the top dog in Europe.
Yep. No, I think I think it's great to be ambitious like that. You've always got to show ambition. You're never going to get anywhere like that without ambition. Well, if you just say, we might do it, I don't know if we're good enough. If you've got that type of attitude, you're never going to do it. You're never going to get there.
Exactly. And again, this is another thing with Jules. When Jules Graham came in straight away, Kevin Campbell's been on my channel before. He's been on for channels. He said, and every time he says, when Jules came in that first day, he said straight away the target was getting to a level where we're above that, like at Liverpool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even that was in '86. A year later, he's in the cup final, comes from behind, wins that, and then 2 years from that, we go to their place on the last game, competitive game of the season for us, which was really arranged, by the way. But that last game, having to go there and win by 2 clear goals, and we did it. And he managed that. He convinced them that it was possible, and obviously they achieved it.
Yeah, no, that was cool. That's legendary, isn't it? That's
But
probably one of our greatest, if not the greatest achievement in our history of the club, isn't it? But it's that ambition, you've got to show that ambition.
But also, you couldn't ride that though. You come into a job, you're saying, "There's our target," and a few years later, your team's competing against that to win a title on that team's turf. When they're they were the team to beat in not just England but in Europe.
Liverpool were great, weren't they, at that time? They were so hard to beat, and we turned out to be the team that could beat them, and we did end up beating them a couple of seasons, didn't we? Not just the 89 season, we did it again in 91, didn't we? So of course it's great, and the thing is, the first thing is you got to have that ambition. You got to have the will and the ambition to do it. And then from there, you've got to have the ideas of what you want to do, how to achieve it. And then you've got to put that plan, that idea into action. Now, with Arteta, I think those ideas and that plan he has involves certain players that have to come in. He's got certain targets he wants to come in that he thinks are going to bring us up to that level. And just a nice cross in there from free kick into Milan, just didn't quite get there.
Yeah, and the only reason we're talking about Arsenal, by the way, guys, is because how placid this game's been so far in the second half.
Yeah, it's just a bit slow, really. It's just chances are coming off of set pieces, free kicks from about 25 yards out, crosses in. That's really the only thing that's creating anything at the moment. They can't beat each other's defence in open play.
Sky Sports are pissing me off, by the way, now.
Okay, what they're saying now?
Sky Sport, the official Sky Sport page, tweeted out, Arsenal, Gabriel, closer and closer, 30 million bonuses, including Tuchel. They're tweeting that out now. Just, you know why? Because it's Sky Bet. They want them the betting lot to go, quick, put some money on that.
It's just a matter of stretching out, isn't it? Just stretching out. Keep giving people their little sound bits, sound bites.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, back to what I was going to say about Arteta. As I said, I think that plan he's got to do that, to achieve that, what he wants to achieve, involves bringing in players, a few players, and I'd love for him to be able to do that. I'd be interested to see if he can do that. Because I've got to say, again, this is a big if, of course it is, but if we end up at the end of this transfer window with, okay, we've already got Willian, but if we end up with, say, that Gabriel, we end up also with, did they just score that? He scored an overhead kick. Sevilla overhead kick.
Oh my God.
What a goal. Overhead kick.
Oh my God! And they've done. And let's be honest, Sevilla haven't attacked them at all this half until then.
They haven't. They've been just lying deep, soaking up pressure. Inter must be gutted because Inter knew they were the strong. Yes, and again, it's a free kick. That's what it is. Yeah, free kick in, headed out by the Inter player, and then overhead kicked in by what's his name? I can't see who it is.
I can't see his name, but I think it's that guy that tried to get sent off.
It's Lukaku own goal. Lukaku hit Lukaku's foot and it gone in.
It was going in, weren't it? Wasn't that even going in before he touched it?
No, I don't think it was going in.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh no, Lukaku, you idiot!
Lukaku's touching with his foot and it's gone in.
He literally just put his foot down in. It's deflected off him. Oh my days!
Inter must be feeling sick right now.
Imagine after the season he's had in Inter, he's the one that scores the goal that doesn't win them the final.
Bloody hell! It shows you how quick things change in football, isn't it? It goes from a high to a low so quickly. And Inter were the heavy favourites. Everybody was saying, "Oh, they're going to win by at least a couple of goals." Yeah. And just look at it. It's just you don't know. You don't know until the day comes, do you? I mean, look at it. Sevilla now 3-2 up, looking looking like they could go on and win this, even though they haven't been the better team in this half. yes. So I was just going to finish off before they scored
Yeah, they
that
scored.
brilliant goal. Yeah, I was saying for this transfer window, it's a big if, but if we end up with Willian, Gabriel, and Partey, then I'll be really chuffed. I think that'll be a fantastic. And that's if we don't get rid of Lacazette and we manage to keep, of course, Aubameyang signs his contract as well.
Yeah, things like that.
Then I mean, then we've then I think we've done an incredible. And if we get rid of a few of those Deadwood players as well at the same time before the transfer window closes, then we would have done an incredible transfer window because then we've got the midfielder we need. Then we've got more attacking options, and we've got another defender who looks quite tasty in defence. Like Gabriel. So I tell you what, if we manage to do it now, I think that him and Saliba potentially, if those two start playing well together and show that they start matching the talent it looks like they've got, then we could be looking at a push for the top four. We really could.
Yeah. I mean, unknown, and there's a couple of comments in the chat from unknown. Sorry, saying shocks me this result. Good on them, good on Sevilla. And Moses is apparently come on. I've seen Moses on my screen, so that's not good things.
Bring on Eriksen now, and Alexis. Eriksen and Alexis coming on for Inter.
That'd be interesting.
And Moses, Moses, Alexis, and Eriksen.
I mean, and also, he says I'm an Everton fan, but Arsenal will be the Gunners are going to be the team to watch next season.
Could be, because you saw with Arteta what he's been doing with us. He's turned us around, hasn't he? I mean, he has turned us around.
He goes on to say, he's just gone on to say that as well. Arteta's got the lads flying. I think they were smashed Liverpool at Wembley. Good luck, Arsenal. I hope so. But it's a pre-season, it's a pre-season-ish game.
Yeah.
But it's also with the fixtures are out now. We know we've got to play them again. Literally basically start the season again. It's like a ritual. It's like the one thing in life you get with Premier League fixtures: Arsenal versus Liverpool, beginning of the season at some point. The first 3 or 4 games you play them.
Yeah, that's true.
But so that obviously not only is it sort of a pre-season friendly, getting that match fitness back for both teams, even though it shouldn't be dropped at all, really, because it hasn't been that long since the season's finished, especially for us. It's also going to be a good waiver, see how the game pans out a few weeks' time as well. After
exactly, yeah. I think we've got a much better chance now against Liverpool than before.
Yeah,
because I think we know now how to play those. I mean, you look at the way we played.
Yeah. When the fixtures come out, it's Anfield. Taking the behind closed door situation out of the equation, how Arteta's turned things around, as we've touched on before, not just on tonight's show, but other shows as well. He's given himself and probably others that confidence that we can go there and at least challenge to get at least a point.
It's tactically now as well with that formation we're playing and everything. Yeah. Look how we played Chelsea and City. We beat them. I don't see why we can't go and beat Liverpool. Really, I mean, if we play the same way.
Exactly. Oh, another chance Sevilla. He's gone over.
Yeah, the only chances have been coming from set pieces, haven't they?
Yeah, most of the goals have come literally from, as you say, they come from set pieces. Fucking hell. But it's good to 5 goal filler. Bloody hell. But who would have thought it'd be fucking 3 goals to Sevilla, though? Even
exactly,
Sevilla. Yeah. But also, this puts the end of fucking Unai Emery thing. If Sevilla are going to win this in the next 10 minutes or so, it puts to bed it's Unai Emery's masterclass sort of thing for the 3 years in a row sort of thing. Because don't get me wrong, it's great. He won 3 in a row, but for him to win 3 in a row, he's won 1, got into Champions League, knocked out the group stage, gone on to win it, and again 2 other times, 2 other times afterwards. Oh dear. Only one red side I follow, and that's the Gunners.
Good on you, mate.
What? What minute is the game on? For me, it's 80, 44, 45.
For me, I'm just coming up to 81 now. Oh, I just had a chance off the line there. Saved off the line for Sevilla. Saved off the line. It's nearly scored.
Alexis was scored.
They're all lying on the ground now like a bunch of tired whores.
Oh my days. Oh, what's going on? What's the ref pointing to his watch for?
Don't know. So it's time for dinner.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, is it?
Yeah, we're looking at the replay of the last goal there. And it was going out, and Lukaku just puts his foot to it, and it goes in.
Get that up on the screen. Yeah. And then, who thinks Sterling runs like Louis Spence?
He runs like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, doesn't he? He's got his little eyes. He can't masturbate, can he? He can't reach his cock, can he?
And you got the goalkeeper equivalent for Everton in Pickford. No disrespect, but yeah, he ain't got the biggest of arms, Pickford.
Yeah, Pickford is a bit overrated at the moment as well.
But it's £50 million that they spent on him. It's like he hasn't really lived up to that reputation, has he? He came from Sunderland with a big rep.
He was a decent goalkeeper, like 2 or 3 seasons ago. But now you've got 2 or 3 other keepers now really sort of come. You've got Ramsdale, who looks good. You've got Henderson, who looks good. You've got Pope, who looks good. They've got 3 good keepers there coming through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's dropped.
Even what's his face? The Brighton goalkeeper looks good as well. What's his name again? I can't remember now.
The Aussie, Matt Ryan.
Yeah. Oh, he's Aussie, is he? Sorry, I thought he was English, but he's not. If he's Aussie,
probably got English in him, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, little arms. Yeah, he's like a little Tyrannosaurus Rex running around, isn't he? Little Tyrannosaurus no sex because he can't reach his fucking cock.
Oh dear.
So 83-40 now for me.
83-30.
Yeah, and you can see Inter are becoming more and more desperate now.
Yeah, they're sort of trying
to move the ball around quicker now, trying to play more direct, but it doesn't look like it's working that great at the moment, to be honest.
Let's be honest, UEFA would probably rather Inter won this because obviously the Super Cup would be obviously them versus PSG or Bayern Munich. That'd be a more tastier for the view, in their eyes, getting viewers in to watch it. And that's no disrespect to Sevilla because they're a decent team themselves. But I'm just thinking UEFA and how their mindset is.
Everything's an agenda with you, isn't it?
Yeah. Proved me wrong.
I've proved you wrong many times, mate. I've proved you wrong so many times I can't be bothered doing it anymore.
Man United and 22 penalties in a season.
Listen, that is a joke. I tell you, that is a joke. But I can show you so many different teams who think they've got an agenda against them this season. They've been going out in the media, Twitter, saying they've been robbed and this and that. It's not just us, That's what I'm saying. It's all the fans feel that way. Talking about a plan. Klopp did the same. Remember his first press conference?
Yeah.
Within four years, or was it 3 or 4 years? I'll win the Premier League, and he did.
Yeah, give me 4 years and we'll be Premier League champions. And everyone laughed, and literally the media were there like, because obviously we Liverpool were at that time.
Well, it was 8th or something in his first season or something, wasn't it? 8th or something like that.
Well, yeah, he came in like a month or two, like 3 months into the season, and they finished 8th in the end. League Cup final loss, Europa League final loss to Sevilla, and 8th. And they had no European football then for the season, but it gave
Does
that.
Does that remind you? Does that remind you of anyone?
Yeah, I wonder who that could remind us of. Oh. But as anyone knows, when Liverpool lost to Watford, we made sure that Liverpool fans knew they weren't getting no golden trophy, let alone taking our record.
Yeah.
I mean, he waited 30 years. He wanted everything in one hit.
Yeah, I think it's a bloody tragedy how that Invincible season doesn't get the recognition it deserves.
It doesn't, because you have the media, especially here in the UK, go on the attack.
Yeah, the media in the UK, I know they're Liverpool and Manchester United biased. I know that, and that's because they're the two bigger teams, and a lot of the people support them. You know, they've got a lot of them more backing behind them.
As you said, to disregard such an achievement when it hasn't been done since, and there's been more money thrown.
It's like, you got so many draws. You had 12 draws. It doesn't matter. We still didn't bloody lose a game.
Or you have the argument of, we could go 38 games unbeaten, drawn all 38, and still get relegated. That's different. That's a different unbeaten record for a start. This unbeaten record assured of us a title, assured us of history, something that hadn't been achieved in modern day football and hasn't been achieved since. Chelsea, in that time, just come into money, tried to throw money at it, and they still can't. They've tried it numerous times, even in recent times they can't. Man City have all them oil money. A country owns Man City, and they can't go a season unbeaten. Let alone compete in Champions League football.
It's like what I think it was Henri or one of the guys said. He said where it really becomes difficult is when you've already won the league and you've got those like 5-6 games to go, and you're playing a tough team in those 5-6 games. You know, to keep yourself motivated to win a game, that is tough, because you don't need to put in 100%. You don't need to win the games because you've already won the title, and to still come up and win games then and not lose and everything. I tell you what, it's to go 38 games in the Premier League and not lose a single game. You're going to all those tough teams away.
As the longer it goes on as well, they want to be that team that beats her.
Exactly, you got more of a target on your chest, didn't you? The longer throughout the season you go, you know, it's a remarkable achievement, and again, it's testament to how difficult it is to achieve when it's never ever been done in modern times. Yeah, you had that whatever team who did it back in the late 1800s when there was only like 16 teams in the league or whatever, and it was just completely different times back then, weren't they? But I mean, now in modern football, 38 games and not one loss. I mean, no one's done it. No one in any of the top leagues in the world, no one's done it. So, I think it's a bit of a disgrace how that gets underwhelmed. It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Oh, because you had a few draws. Yeah, of course. Draws are a part of football. Draws are a part of football. If you're 1-0 down and you draw a game in the last 5 minutes, that's a good result if it's against a good team. You've had a bad game and you managed to put out a draw. That's a good result because you still haven't lost. You don't have that L. You don't have that L. You haven't got another tally in the L column. So
exactly,
it's fantastic.
Got 6 minutes, by the way, guys. 6 minutes of injury time.
6 minutes. Yeah, that would be all the. That's all the substitutions because both teams had 3 substitutions.
Yeah.
And there's been a little bit of stoppage time as well. So,
Big up Melina in the chat.
oh, Melina's just joined us. Big up Melina. I wonder if she's just recovering from the chat we had last night on my channel. Bloody hell,
Oh God.
we had some fun and games on my chat last night. I don't know if you saw it, but we had some fun and games on my chat last night with Brownie there.
Oh dear. Well, Sevilla, it looks like I can't see Inter Milan scoring here.
Well, Sevilla do everything they can now to drag out time. They're lying around the ground like a bunch of whores.
Okay. See?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, how that
I wonder
keeps
who that
happening, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, well, they'll get tired of it eventually.
Yeah, soon. That's something I can't be bothered with them anymore.
Well, they don't do anything, do they? I mean, there's no point acknowledging it if they don't do anything. I mean, do you do fantasy league? Yes, we do. Well, not us directly, but we take part in it.
Yeah.
And we've got Simpy who
does his thing on his channel, yeah.
So if you follow Simpy, we're on there doing the fantasy with Simpy. Yeah, I've got my fantasy team ready now for the next season.
Yeah, so
I managed to. I've got because I just want to get as many points as possible, really. So I managed to slide in De Bruyne, Fernandez, and.
That's the thing. Fernandez not playing, will he? Match day 1. So that's to drop
in. No, he'll come back. He'll come back, and I've got to have him.
No, I know that. Yeah.
Do you know what Arsenal was called before Arsenal? Yeah, it was
quite a few.
Dial Square was called Dial Square first, then it was Woolwich.
Yeah.
Woolwich Arsenal. Woolwich FC.
Yeah.
Woolwich before that. Before that was Dial Square.
Yeah, Richard as well. He was saying Uber in midfield, and I think that's only because he played in left wing, and there's a sort of
Yeah, they made him a midfielder, haven't they? So I haven't got him in my team.
Oh, Richard's an Arsenal fan too.
Oh, well done. Nice one. Nice to have another Arsenal fan in our chat.
If you do subscribe, Cynthia will be on it as well. And then once he does, well, obviously put the league thing in the description at the time when that comes along before the season starts, so you can join that as well. Oh, here we go. He's back, but he's back on YouTube this time. Not on Facebook now. It's come to YouTube. While you're there, Ash, drop a subscription.
So just past 4 minutes now, the injury time. 2 minutes to go until Sevilla win the Europa League for 2020, the 19-20 season. Yeah, Richard. Simpy does a fantasy. We're taking part in that for next season. You should take part because we're going to do I think he's going to do a big competition now. He's going to do a league where there's going to be some. We're going to do prizes and everything. It's going to be like monthly. There's going to be a big prize at the end, of course, for the winner at the end of the season. But I think we're going to be doing monthly prizes as well. So whoever gets the most points each month gets a prize as well. Just so it stays a bit fresh, so you just don't have the same people winning all the time, and then you can come in basically a few months in the season and you do well the first month, you can win something, it's not, you don't just have to have been there from the start. So I think we're going to be doing a few different things like that.
So yeah, just drop me a subscription, get my words out today. And once he does come on there, I'll get all his stuff in the description, and so you can join that before the season starts. Yeah,
because we're taking part, aren't we, Ryan? You and me are taking part.
Yeah.
In that, and I'm taking part in your league as well. You got a league going as well, haven't you, Ryan? I saw that.
Yeah. sorted that up as well. Got that up as well, but I won't put that out on Twitter or nothing until like the week before or something. That a few days build up to it.
Yeah.
Properly.
And Ashley said he was watching porn and ended up here. Okay, Ashley, nice one. So what kind of porn was you watching, Ashley? Was it Brazilian dwarf porn? or was it Croatian granny porn? Because they're both pretty
Game
good.
over. Sevilla have won.
And that's it. Sevilla are the campeones of the Europa League
Lukaku,
2020.
After the season he's had, he's the one that's cost them for putting him in the net the wrong end.
The underdogs have won, and Lukaku hanging his head in shame after scoring many good goals in this season's tournament. He ends up putting his foot on the ball that wins Sevilla the Europa League, which is a bit of a tragic irony at the end of it.
As we're saying, literally, the season he's had and he's done, that's happened. It would be him that does it as well.
And they're all crying like a bunch of whores.
Like it means so much to him. Like it's the end of the world. Maybe he was bothered. Maybe he was actually bothered in the first place. Bloody hell. Apparently it's Wenger porn.
Wenger porn.
Yeah, I've had to approve it. I've had to go into the thing and approve it. So, because obviously it's saying YouTube being YouTube and deciding what I can actually just allow in the chat.
Porn, bloody hell, cry! There's a lot of wrinkles in that then.
Someone else.
Good luck, Arsenal. Take care, lads. Where you going? Don't go anywhere.
Don't go. Ain't done yet. We've got a few more minutes yet.
Don't go yet. Don't go.
Yeah. There's a chat going to come up in the sec, and it comes in the chat here. I'll put it up on the screen from Ashley. Couldn't agree more, by the way. But yeah, once I put it up, I'll go into more detail because I've had to do that today as well. I had fucking chats with people that obviously subscribe to the channel and all that on Instagram and like DMs and saying I don't want to be of that ilk. But when it does decide to pop up, I'll put it up on the screen.
Right.
Going to paint Anfield blue, apparently. Yeah, well, it hasn't come up here, but until it does, Ashley was saying, all joking aside, boys, your podcasts are better than the AFTV shit. Yeah, doesn't take much, but yeah.
Well, thanks for that. That's a nice compliment. But yeah, AFTV are they're not what they used to be, are they?
No. And that's what I've been saying again all day today as well. It's like, it's like when they had that the Wenger in, Wenger out brigade sort of thing going on, they sort of jumped on the bandwagon there. And when that was all resolved and obviously left, they then jumped on it, sort of praying and doing their bit to try and get the fan base going again for Emery.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Emery needed to go in the end, but still. And even then, in some of the things they come out with, I mean, I don't know a football channel in general that promotes drugs more than they do.
I know there's a lot of crap on there now, isn't there? There really is. It's not good.
We're kid and family friendly. Yeah. Let's talk about smoking weed and this, that, and the other. And doing this and doing all the stuff that's illegal, by the way. Just going to put that out there. Illegal. But you're promoting it to the world. Idiots. And then literally fucking that Utu Biaguna thing that he's promoting, that Robbie's promoting on his thing, sponsored by we're being sponsored by Utu Biaguna. That's his fucking company. He runs it. So hence why we were on Sky the other day, yesterday, talking about the fixtures. What's he wearing? One of his own T-shirts. Yeah,
my days.
Poison is an understatement, actually. Trust me. And that's the thing, because how big AFTV is. I mean, most of the subscribers are made up of rival fans. But that's the point, because that's how they act on a consistent basis. it ties every Arsenal fan in the same brush. We must all think alike, basically. It does
Well,
my head in.
but you see in the chats, right? Not just the chats on AFTV, but you see like in all these chats that we have on our streams as well. I mean, most of them are fans from other clubs. You know,
I'm not complaining.
We're doing an Arsenal feed, and you know, Arsenal chat, and then they're coming. I mean, Arsenal show, and they're coming in there from different clubs because we all enjoy the banter, don't they? You know, it's all about the banter and having to go at each other backwards and forwards. You know, it's what makes football, isn't it? You know, go at your mates about their club and have a dig at your club, and
exactly.
that's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly it. But if Robbie and all that don't see it like that, they see it as money.
Oh yeah, it's all about clicks and
sponsorship. But yeah, I don't have a problem with other fans coming to my channel and subscribing this, that, and the other.
No, of course not. We have a laugh.
But showing that we are as real as they come. We ain't not everyone thinks of the same mindset when it comes to that lot, basically, and how they behave and how they betray themselves. Because it ties us all that same brush, and it does my head in. Because we're setting up our own individual channels, trying to obviously not only prove that's not the case, but when people that watch AFT to see these sort of things and they don't see that we're acting like that, they're like, well, hang on, you've got to be fake then. No, the fake ones are the ones with the over 1 million subscribers.
Yeah. God, there's a few horrible ones out there as well, and I just can't stand. I'm not going to name names, but bloody hell, there's a few really bad ones out there, just so negative, and that's all they run on.
Yeah, let's not name names because I've had a fallout of one of them names recently, back in January, and he's probably muted me because I literally a month ago, he put up when he's on here on YouTube because he can obviously post like the actual posts. And back in January, I was working with so and so to help out with mental health. Go and check out the link. And when I had a fallout of him, he was mocking mental health, by the way, aimed at me. It was in that same, literally within a few days of that same time frame. So it's a hypocrite as well. But he's picking on he's also picking on 19-year-old boys. You set me up last summer with that live feed. Like, A, he probably did. It's probably a genuine mistake from the kid. B, he or no one held a gun to your head to make you say what you said. You said that of your own gut. The words were, "Is that switched off now? Are we off air?" And then when you said what you said, but hey, but you were set up apparently. Idiot.
Yep, there's some bad ones out there, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is what it is, though. Leave them to it. Switch off from them all now.
Yeah, we let them do their crap, and we'll do our stuff that we feel is a bit more genuine.
Yeah, not one. There is genuine guys from that platform that do their own thing as well. Sorry, fucking moth. From that platform that do their own things, like Lee does it. Lee Judges and Graham do same old Arsenal podcasts and things like that, and obviously occasionally they come on here for the quizzes and things like that.
Yeah.
But there's too many idiots on that thing now. It's just now I have to switch off from it.
Yeah. Well, I basically finished watching AFTV because for me it's just become so repetitive. You know, it's just. At the beginning, it was fun to watch. Of course, it was because it was like a novelty, wasn't it? You know, you wanted to see the reactions, you wanted to see what the different guys thought, and then after a while, it was just like Troops and DT just say the same thing again and again. Claude saying the same thing again and again. And these other guys they interview, basically saying the same things again and again. And then you have these different shows they do. I mean, a couple of them they're decent shows, as in what they. The content they have, what they talk about. But what they all do in common that does my head in is like the first 20 minutes, they do a recap of like the last match or whatever. Every show does like a recap of the last, like a review of the last match or whatever. And it's like they've already done that. That's what the other shows have already done. You don't need to do a review in this show. Just get on with what you're supposed to do, talk about in this show. And it just does my head in because they waste 20 minutes going over what's already been discussed in all the other shows. And it just becomes so repetitive. And it's like, just can't be bothered anymore. So I've stopped watching it, to be honest. I don't watch AFTV anymore, really. And it's a shame, because it started off quite well, but it's just become so repetitive, like I said, and it's just so negative. There's hardly any positive in there. When you're talking to most of the guys, they're different, shows and everything. It's all negative. It's all this is crap and this is crap and they're crap and he's crap and there's hardly any backing.
Yeah, we could literally win a game 4-0 or 5-1 or 5-0 whatever, and
someone's played a bad game.
They find the one negative, and they use that for the whole platform with their interview or whatever. That's my head in.
Exactly, and it's just it's just all the knee-jerk reactions. It's like from game to game, everything changes around completely. This player is brilliant. The next game he's crap. The next game he's brilliant again. Then he's crap again. I mean, it's just based on one game all the time.
Yeah, exactly, and that's probably why the likes of Buddy and Redhead Chris have walked away from the channel because they're not on there anymore. They don't even make you don't hear of them anymore.
No.
It's no coincidence it was around that time frame that they seem to have both walked away because they both go to the games. I've heard. There's been times I'm upset in the North Bank though it's here, and I'm literally like two rows ahead or 2 rows beyond, and all I can hear is Buddy shouting for 90 odd minutes.
Yeah, Buddy doesn't go. He stopped going completely on IFTV. I haven't seen him for yonks.
Yeah, I think that's what we've been discussing. It's probably maybe part of the reason why. Maybe he's realised it as well. He doesn't want to be associated with all that.
Yeah. And the thing is, I know it's a very sort of controversial topic and everything, but the thing is, I do agree with the people who say that no matter how you look at it and how you want to look at it, AFTV, the way it's been run and the way it's been done in its current form, it's a negative for Arsenal. It has a negative effect on Arsenal and Arsenal's fan base. It doesn't have a positive effect. It has a negative effect.
There's things going about that when the reason they've changed it used to be Arsenal Fan TV.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Arsenal told them to change.
Yeah, changed it. And obviously we'll be like, no, we did get a vertical, the plan, But no, Arsenal said, well, we have nothing. They are not associated with us in any which way whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's just, and that's just like banging over the freaking brick wall because he's like, no, that's not the case. We're still the voice for the fans, by the fans. I mean,
he's of course that's his concept and he's standing by it, right? That's that he wants to stand by it and he doesn't think it's as bad as it is.
It's getting to a point where yesterday, obviously, when the fixtures came out, Liverpool, when they had their fixtures, who did they have? A Liverpool legend in John Barnes. Sky in contact, not an Arsenal legend or anything. Don't talk to any of them at all that day. They got to go outside the Emirates and talk to Robbie. And then you got fans on social media like, don't you dare! Fans don't want to be even the fans don't want to be associated with AFTV.
Yeah,
he doesn't even know.
Exactly.
And he was saying because he came out because he said in his thing on Sky, it's eighth is our worst finish in Premier League history and all that. When actually it's 12th, and so he's put himself saying things like puts him under like more. Or he's a Luton fan, that sort of thing thrown at me as well. And it's just I'm just like, again, because they're a bigger brand, because that's what they are. AFTV are now, a brand.
Well, they're big enough, aren't they? They're over 1 million subscribers. They reach globally, don't they? So so unfortunately they are a brand. But like I say, they're negative. That's the thing. I mean, they have a negative impact on the club and its fan base, and it's a shame. It really is. And like I said, there's room there in this market. The fan base is big enough. The club is big enough globally, and of course in the UK, that there's room there for someone else to come in and do something similar. Have a proper Arsenal fan channel, and just make it more positive. Make it have a more positive spin on it, not just have people all the time say how shit everything is.
Yeah.
Again,
I think that's something that me, yourself, and others are trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, we should all link together. Really, a lot of us who have these different types of shows, we should link them all together under a new channel. Called like Guna TV or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, unknown. Cheers for obviously watching. If you have subscribed, that's fantastic. And also, the others that have been in the chat, if you do subscribe, that'd be great. But yeah, he's saying I've followed the Gunners for years when Bergkamp was banging them in for fun. That's me thinking for fun. He was obviously hitting his palm. And I'm not taking a piss like other fans. See you soon, guys. Take care of yourselves. Yeah. But if you, again,
nice one, mate. I don't know who you are because you're called unknown. But anyway,
exactly.
Been a good guy, good bit of laugh in the chat. Yeah. Have a good night, mate.
And a good night. And obviously, do subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss Sunday's show. Big quiz.
Yeah.
Big quiz. But with that, obviously, Sevilla, congratulations. And to any Sevilla fans that come along seeing this, congratulations yourselves.
Yeah. Congratulations, Sevilla fans who might be watching this.
Well, early on, we had God knows what names on the Facebook a lot coming in.
Yeah, there's a lot of Spanish. They were probably Sevilla fans, weren't they? Yeah. So we think about it, yeah.
Yeah, so just reaching out, broadening the horizons and all that, and being humble.
Foreign relations.
Doing better than what our government's doing anyway when it comes to foreign relations. That doesn't say much really, but still. But with that, we'll wrap things up now. Sam, where can people find you?
Yeah, I've got a channel called Sam Greenwood TV. Please have a look at it and subscribe. I do late evening chats mainly about Arsenal and football-related issues and sometimes other issues as well, but mainly Arsenal football, and do some quizzes now and again when time permits. And apart from that, mainly on these other guys' channels here, like Mr. Arsenal Podcast here today, and I'll be on some of the other guys' channels like The Blind Gooner, Simpy, Arsenal FC Fans, or Beyond the Posts. We all do different stuff, different content, so I'm mainly taking part there as well. But I'll do have my own channel, do stuff now and again. I had a funny chat last night with a few friends, and we talked about Arsenal and a few other things, and it was quite funny and had a few funny moments there, so it's worth checking out. And like I said, subscribe would be great, and like the videos, share the content would be great. Get people knowing about it would be fantastic. And Sunday then it is. I'll be joining here again for the Champions League final. Looking forward to that. Be a big game. And until then, I hope everyone stays safe, stays well, and have a good. Friday today? Have a good Friday evening.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
Bloody, the week's gone fast this week.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, hopefully Sunday's game has as much drama, if not more drama in. Hopefully this isn't the anticlimax of the final, it's the other final. Because I'll be like, no. 5-goal thriller, then we go to a 0-0 drab fucking game. Like, no. I don't think it will, because it could Bayern Munich, and they're fucking tearing everyone apart.
Both of those teams like Italian, don't they? That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. At one point, I think we had over 50 odd people watching over 3 platforms. That's fantastic. And yeah, the interaction has been fantastic. Ashley, I'll see you again soon, definitely. Do and obviously, if you're new to the channel, you haven't subscribed it, do subscribe, because as I keep saying, I keep promoting it. Big Hugh and Mike quiz on Sunday, and then straight after that, Champions League final. PSG versus Bayern Munich. I'm going for Bayern Munich. PSG might neg it. No, going by tonight, anything's possible. So yeah. You can find me on my Facebook. You haven't got Twitter, but you've got Facebook. Facebook page is the Mr. Arsenal Podcast. Go over that now and like and follow that. I'm currently on. My last check was on 160 likes. I can't remember how many followers I've got on there, but keep going there. On the road to 200 already after just over a week of it being set up. Obviously here got the Mr. Arsenal Podcast here on YouTube for the people on Facebook watching. If you have got, you can access Facebook. Facebook can access YouTube. Go on YouTube, the Mr. Arsenal podcast. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and Twitter is at Mr. Arsenal 89. And yeah, a lot more with the season drawing ever so close. So a lot more content will be coming. More live streams, a few uploads here and there. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your Saturday. All Saturday football free, and then be prepared for Sunday. Double shift on Sunday. Can't wait to see you. Until then, up the Arsenal.
Up the Arsenal.